That's what I hate about Valorant, right? Is like all the characters have to have a identity to shit, and it's like I'm not.
I guess to be fair, like that is part of their community. Like Valorant is like way, there would be way more likely for somebody of like-minded like that to play it than any other competitive
But the
shooter.
thing that I hate is as just like a
So they are trying to make a market for those people who do want to play games, but
yeah, and I'm like more like a
to only cater to them is the problem.
yeah, because I'm more like a stereotypical gamer where I just play like a little bit of everything, but I do happen to like Valorant, like the mechanics of it a lot. But I do hate that it draws in all those fucking people from all these walks of life. And it's like I don't mind that they have a game to play. If they like it, they like it. But they almost need like a better way to filter the fucking lobbies because I feel like CS is more like a mature audience, and I feel like Valorant is like a mix of like it could be fucking 35-year-olds and then it could be like a bunch of 8-year-olds. And it's like you need
Mhm.
to fucking age group us together better or something, but I should not be playing with a bunch of fucking squealers, and that shit happens so much. Any rate,
I kind of have an opinion about that. Like, I don't know if you should. Like, I understand your point of view. Like, especially you get off a fucking long day of work, you just want to get on and fucking play your game. But at the same time, like, you are playing a ranked competitive game, and if that child has made
is
it to
better
that
than
rank,
yeah,
then like
yeah.
I don't give a like that's they earned it in that aspect. So
Which I do
like
think it does get better in the higher ranks too. It's a weird
obviously
correlation.
that's a given, but like I also know that you have that kind of opinion in general. Like I guarantee you would rather, even if they are better than you, realistically, you probably would rather have a lobby full of people closer to your age than
There's a
a bunch of
certain
like 12 and
there's a
15 year
certain
olds.
part of the population that all wants a 40 hours a week lobby where you put in your fucking W2s and you fucking show them that you work 40 hours a week. That's not I'm not alone in that, but for
Hmm.
me, I understand you actually have a valid point with the competitive side of it. So I guess I do make that exception for Valorant. Is that's why I'm trying to fucking get out of these shit lobbies is because that's where the casual like just people get on to have fun to play with their friends. Whereas I do get on it to play that competitive side of it. So I do think
I mean, there's
once I get
also
to
a
a better
huge,
rank, it
yeah.
gets better because that 8-year-old isn't
I
likely to
would
be a
agree with
squealer
you,
if
but
he's
the
good
other
enough to
big
be in those
problem
ranks.
is, yeah, the other big problem is though is the higher like up you go in those medium high ranks is just a bunch of fucking smurfs who gave up trying to climb on their main accounts, and then they just go down and fucking drop 25 bombs every game against people that are just obviously worse than them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be that problem in all the ranks though, unfortunately. I mean, we're
Exactly.
doing it now too in these ranks. It's
But the weird part is these people solo queue doing it. Like that's
yeah.
what like I don't get that part. Like yes, there are actually people that are being like paid in a sense to fucking carry people's accounts up, but like there are actually people that genuinely just have a Smurf just so they don't have to play against their fucking lobby
Yeah, I wonder what percent is what.
shit.
Wants to fuck up their life with gambling. Me, I do? Great. Awesome. You're in the right place.
Gambling sponsors are now targeting predominantly young men through esports.
Yes.
And today, Riot Games is basically about to make.
Okay, wait. How does this work? How are they targeting young people? Because I thought to gamble you had to be 21. So to say that Stake is gambling or targeting young people, like yeah, they're targeting 21-year-olds.
Well, they're tar- I they're the whole point that they're trying to make, I believe, is that they are promoting slash having advertisement in these games that are very young player base. Like,
make the
yes,
whole
they
thing
can't
much worse.
physically
But
use
just
their
so this is in
product until
context,
21,
this
but
is the
that
same
doesn't mean they
industry
can't get kids
Influenced
interested in their
beforehand.
product.
Okay. I guess.
And I
Because
think that's where
Wyatt
people
briefly
have a
mentioned
problem.
this. Wyatt briefly mentioned this to me at work, and I was just like, I don't get it. Like, if they're 21,
If they
who
can't
gives a
gamble, it
fuck?
doesn't
linked to a
matter.
25%
And if they
rise
are
in US
21,
bankruptcy filings.
they're
So
an
that's
adult,
lovely.
bruh.
And
Yeah, because I guess for me, like, that's one thing I do struggle with understanding is gambling addiction. But I hear about it all the time, and people, like, lose their whole shit to it. But I don't know, like, if I'm just financially responsible, but I guess I just, like, I'm never going to fucking take a loan out on my house to fucking go gamble. Like, there's just
That's
certain
fucking
shit that,
wild.
yeah, like, I don't get, like, they claim it's like an addiction thing, but it's like, no, bro, it's just a retard thing. Like, why would you ever do that? Like, I genuinely, I don't get it.
young men in low-income regions are the hardest hit
That's right.
population group. So with that in mind,
I
now we
love
get to
going
talk
to
about how the
casino.
biggest
I don't
name in
know.
esports has just opened the goddamn floodgates. In short, Riot Games is allowing betting sponsors into League of Legends and into Valorant. And by making this move, they give every other esports league justification
Oh,
to
yes.
follow. Basically, these companies know
Absolutely.
exactly who they are reaching, and now they have a direct pipeline. Here's the change.
Because that's what I told Wyatt. I'm like, I personally don't know enough about Valorant to feel comfortable betting on Valorant ever. But if you watch
Dude,
pro games and you
No,
like, no,
not even.
But if you
I'ma
do,
be-
just hypothetically, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear
Yeah,
me out.
yeah. You're
If
fine.
you hypothetically like it like you do, and you at 21 want to fucking gamble on a fucking game, why is that
Should
any
have
different
all
than a
the right,
fucking
yeah.
basketball game?
So, I agree with that point. The only problem is
The
that
UFC has fucking DraftKings
So,
all over the motherfucker.
yes, but that is also arguably it's literally like 100% for a mature audience. Like
I'm sure the
But,
fucking
so-
NBA has it. I'm sure MLB has
So
DraftKings. I'm sure.
what I was gonna say is, what for your point specifically, for instance, a game like Valorant where there are people who are streaming, who are watching these games, and yes, they're old enough so they're betting on it, but they're streaming to all these kids that are all younger than the fucking betting limit, and they're fucking
They don't
promoting
understand the
themselves for
value of
winning their
money
money
either.
or whatever. But besides the point of that,
That's
when
a
it
fair
comes to
point. Wyatt
fucking,
mentioned that they don't know the value of money. I didn't really think about that.
that's
either.
true. And then the other part is that when it comes to esports, brother, that shit is so random. Like, there is no way that you can like very confidently
wouldn't ever
bet
feel
on an esports.
You wouldn't feel comfortable.
Brother, anything can happen, dude. Literally anything. The fucking most dog shit team in the world on a random day, the best team is just playing like ass.
But here's the
And
thing
they
that doesn't
fucking,
make sense about that claim is that these gambling websites operate in a way that they're
On-
guaranteed to
and
win.
there's actually
So there's obviously enough
like,
randomness for
also
them to
it's-
come out on
there's
top.
odds, there's betting odds.
The way that I look at this is like
It's all run on
mobile
numbers, and
games.
there's obviously numbers work, but at the same time, like, when it comes to esports specifically, it can be so random. Like, I don't know.
I just have a hard time with gambling laws because nobody's forcing you at gunpoint to do this. It's different for me than drugs. Drugs I get because they take control of your fucking mind and shit like that, but I don't get how people fall susceptible
supposedly people
to
think,
gambling
I mean,
addiction. Like,
it's
I don't
similar-
understand
They're
it.
not trying to target
dopamine rushes,
everybody.
right? And you're getting fucking addicted to the dopamine rushes, and
That, and when you lose, you're like, shit, now I gotta make it back. But the way that I look at this shit is, I think of it like mobile games, where, like, there's a lot of mobile games that are pay to win, but they're not trying to target everybody. They're only trying to target the sharks that will sit there and pump money into it. And if they get, like, 150 of those, then that could probably be enough if they pump in enough money.
I guess I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. I get what they're saying. It's scummy, but like the kid's gonna eventually turn 21. The kid's seeing fucking gambling websites everywhere else, and the NBA and fucking MLB and fucking everything else. Like they have gambling in fucking GTA 5. They know what fucking gambling is. That's why they have tokens and tickets. That's why they have crazy pins. That's why they have like we had all of that shit as
So
kids,
is your
and none of
point
us fucking came out to
basically
be
so
gambling
yeah,
addicts.
so is your point basically like when it comes to gambling shit, as long as they're over the legal age, like it just who gives a fuck? Like
Yeah,
let
because
people do
anytime I
them.
gamble, at least personally, anytime I gamble, I'm gonna be honest, I chalk it up as I've lost the money.
Well,
Like,
Ross, what I was telling Riley at work today is because we were having this conversation, is like it takes a certain caliber of person to either be a gambling addict or be
is
like
it main character
really.
energy?
Oh, I think it's more of just like somebody that doesn't have a lot of money gets some money and gets the balls to decide to go to the casino instead of playing the lottery because they think, well, hell, this will be quicker and easier and I'll get my money right away. It's kind of guaranteed. And so he goes in there, puts $1,000 down, loses 800
But
of
that's
it, and
just
then
natural
Just going
selection
to
at
the
that point,
casino
no?
and thinking
yeah,
you can win is crazy. Like, I hype myself up
yeah,
beforehand
that's like they prey on stupid people.
to joke about it, but like in my mind, I've already lost whatever I'm going there with. I just always
Yeah.
chalk that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fucking loser, but I just always chalk it up as I've lost the fucking money. And then if I come out on top, great. If not, then I've already lost the money. I've already dealt with the emotional shit on the drive up there. I don't know, dude. Maybe I do think Kayla and I have joked about it. Like I do think it would be more dangerous if I lived closer to it. I think the one
Hmm.
advantage I have with Firekeepers is it's so far that usually we're like, it's not worth the fucking drive. Like, I just don't want to sit in the car that long. So I could see it being more addicting if you live right next door, especially since you, like, because I joked about the fact that you get a daily bonus. And so, like, if you go in there and at least you'll start with your free money, and then that's a slippery fucking slope, bro. Because then you'll be
Hmm.
like, oh, well, fuck it. What's $10 a week? And then next thing you know. But I don't know. I just, the whole, I was telling Ross, like, the whole taking a loan out on your mortgage or just
Hmm.
fucking, yeah, the whole fucking value of your house out and gambling that away, which you hear
Those are the
about that a
people they prey
lot.
on.
Yeah,
Dude, there's
like,
a lot of people that go to Vegas and they're like most of the people that look homeless in Vegas, I've heard are actually people like at airports. I've heard that those are people that fly there, lose everything, and can't go home.
that's nuts, and I believe that. I really do, bro. I see some of the people at Firekeepers even, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's crazy the amount of really there. What's crazy is the amount of old ladies that go gambling the grandkids' inheritance away. It's like,
Yup.
dude, they're just sitting there and they'll put in like $1,000, and I'll sit there and I'll watch them lose it in like a couple spins, and then they
And
go
then you
to
go to
another
the
machine.
machine next to him and get the fucking jackpot right next to him.
Yeah, and piss them off, and then they get all fucking shitty. But I don't know, dude. I don't get it. All right, let's continue
I
this. See
I
where we're
just
at.
don't get why like they're trying to introduce it to kids. Like I know why they're doing it,
Yeah.
but like just the
That's
fucking
so
balls to do it is
and then that
crazy.
kind of goes back to everything we've been talking about where Riley's like, I don't see how they really are doing that. But just them being
Stop.
in that space
Get.
like does it on its own. Does that make sense? Like just them trying to slowly
Get.
implement more and more of their product slash more and more of their advertisement into the Valorant product or whatever. It causes them to be well to expose gambling to more and more younger children or younger people, and like that
Yeah,
is
like
just
get
a
them used to
fact.
or desensitized to the environment of it.
And that's where the problem is, but you don't think there is a problem,
I
Riley?
just. I don't know. I guess I don't see how it's any different. But I get like yes, the UFC is geared towards a more mature audience. So that's not the best example, but like the NBA, like they go to these arenas, that shit's plastered all these places. Like I don't
Oh, dude, you can't watch an NBA game without seeing at least 5 gambling ads in the
see,
first half.
and that's what I'm saying. And that's not catered towards a mature audience. So like anytime they're watching anything, and I don't know why
Well, and like
if we're
that's
gonna
where the
treat
thing is,
esports
it's
like
like,
sports, then I don't know
well,
that they should be
exactly.
barred from
It,
making those profits
mhm.
while those other leagues are allowed to
Especially,
make those
well, the
profits.
other problem is though, is like if they are gonna stoop to this and have the gambling sponsorships come in, then make sure like the league looks like it's benefiting from that fucking profit, if that makes sense. Like it
Yeah, they
almost
should do some
for Valorant specific,
charitable thing
yeah,
or
or
host the thing or whatever,
that's
but
where with Valorant specifically, especially the type of community it is built, when they did the whole esports World Cup at Riyadh or whatever, like uh in the Middle East or whatever, I don't know exactly where it was. I think it was in Riyadh.
mhm.
A lot of the community wasn't like very happy with that decision because of the like one like the culture over there and how
Being
like
oppressive towards
disrespectful it
women.
is to women, exactly. And so they were like, why are you even doing that
It's funny
when your
that they view
whole
that as disrespectful. Like it's interesting because sometimes I do
women's
see both
rights?
sides. Sometimes I see it as oppressive, but then other
I
times I'm
think
like, if they're allowed to leave the country and they don't have to follow that shit, I feel like if they're all staying there because of their own free will, then at what point is it traditional? Like that's just their culture and they just like what they stand for. That's
I
where I
think
do differ.
I think it's like say like my view on it is kind of like segregation. I think if you do it right, it'll be beneficial or good.
Yeah, that's where it's hard to like tell because like in some of these places we're like bombing the fuck out of them and we're like, oh, these are just shitholes and they're oppressing women. But then you look at like Saudi Arabia or Dubai or whatever, and it's like they're doing kind of the same bullshit, but over there it's like
They got a funny hat.
more futuristic than here, and it's like, oh, well, they get a pass because they're more modern than us, so they're just
And
doing
they
it
give
for
us oil.
traditional. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting how we have these different views on the same shit, just if
I think
it's
we tolerate it
presented by a
more.
different package.
I think we tolerate like Saudi Arabia more, one because of the oil, and two, probably because they're not like fucking goats and everything like that. They're like a polished turd
Sports betting
version of
sponsorships are coming to pro teams in North
Afghanistan.
America,
Yep.
Europe, and the Middle East.
Iran would probably be
Now,
a better
Riot first
example.
considered this in December 2024, but now the president, John Needham, has published this lovely blog post. It
What
outlines
happened is that the culture has changed. And culturally, what's happened ever since 8 or 7 years ago when sports betting was legalized in America is that betting has become increasingly more normalized, and the inclusion of betting into everyday life has been almost totally seamless. Like if you're watching sports, apparently, you're constantly getting fed
I don't know that it's seamless. I feel like that shit gets annoying to me and it pops out. But I have no like. It's weird because I know people. Do you guys know people that gamble on that shit? I know one person.
Sports?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. It started with like $20, and now he's probably up into 75 or $100
Does he
on
ever
each
win?
bet. That's the thing, dude. Like he barely fucking wins. He's not making money on it. Like he's definitely in the negatives.
Do you have any desire to ever try it?
I mean, not for sports because like what Ross said, like I know that literally anything can happen. Like if I bet on a WNBA game that Angel Reese is gonna get 20 rebounds, and she's at 19 in the fourth quarter in the final minutes, and somebody throws a fucking green dildo on the court and they stop the game, I know that could throw her off to where she's not gonna get that other rebound because she might be fucking laughing about it or something.
When it comes to live sports shit, like there's so many variables that you could never be confident on something.
Mhm.
Like that has more, in my opinion, more RNG luck than like a fucking slot machine. Because at least on a slot machine, you know you either win or lose. But on the
And it's
fucking,
probably
when it comes to
programmed.
sports, like there can be little conditions that need to be met. There's fucking like an
And
over
I've
under. There's fucking
yeah.
like there's so many
So
random things.
I'm in complete
I've
agreement with
also
you guys.
played sports, so I understand like
Exactly.
shit can go a lot of different ways, just mindset wise.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's
I
where.
never understood sports betting in general.
See, and I haven't
I
either,
think
and I've had no desire to ever do it. So to me, anytime I see the ads, it's like
the
it sticks out
only
like a red
yeah.
alarm, like it's like,
Yeah. The
it's like
only thing
ew.
that kind of makes sense when it comes to sports betting is if like you and your buddy were like, okay, I got $20 on this team.
Yeah, to
I
do a
got 20
friendly
Yeah.
bucks on
wager
that team.
between friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they took that and they're like, okay, I guess people do this as a pretty common thing. Let's just turn this into a fucking product that instead of you're betting your friend, you're betting the
Well,
house.
I'm sure
And
this
then
goes
people are
back to
like,
like
oh yeah.
gladiators and shit. Like,
Oh no, dude, gambling is one of the oldest
Ads
things
for
in the world
DraftKings.
because
yeah.
people want to be right, and when somebody thinks they're right against somebody else who has a differing opinion and they believe it, they're gonna put a lot of shit on that.
And when you can stack the odds, you can make a lot of fucking money. That's
Yeah.
the ultimate fucking end top right there. All right, let's see where this goes.
If you're watching any sort of competitive activity, there's some form of betting and gambling that's happening on this. It is massive. It is a gigantic fucking industry. And I would assume that probably trillions of dollars are wagered every single year on sports betting because of it.
Yeah, how big is that?
Oh, it's fucking massive, dude. They probably do billions per year.
No, it's probably even in the trillions. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, billions is a
I guess it depends
generous
on the
underestimate.
company.
This is 109 billion, 100.9 billion in 2024.
For steak or for US.
Just overall. I just asked how big is the sports betting industry?
I would ask how much in bets was placed in 2024. That'll probably be trillions. Oh damn.
What was the number?
Really not that much.
70 billion in revenue, so that's what they took in.
Really, it's not as big as a market.
Wait, look at that ESPN. Post record $13.7 billion revenue.
Yeah, but this is only what they show you, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
How big is the
I do-
military industrial complex
Well,
budget?
Do you think
800
when it comes to
billion.
gambling and those companies, like there's some like big deals that go on behind the scenes and shit, like big bets
Damn,
and
that's
shit
20
that they
billion
set
off.
up? Like what you
Oh,
think?
dude,
Wait,
the
what'd you
refs in
say?
the NBA, they got
When it
busted
comes,
for
yeah, when it
rigging
comes to those
games.
big betting sites or even sports betting specifically, like how many big ass deals and shit do you think go down behind the scenes that like are all hush hush?
I don't. That's what I always wanted to know. I don't know, but I remember like that one year the dude flattened the footballs or whatever. I remember. Well, in
Refs
soccer,
getting busted, and I think like the mid 2000s
you know what
for
they do in
fixing
Europe
games.
to refs that cheat soccer games? They cut this dude's
him
head off and
a
put his head on
gambling
a
job?
spike in the middle of the fucking field, dude. Yeah, it's fucking.
When
They
was
do
that?
not fuck with that shit.
What year was that?
I don't know. Hold on.
He goes in
Ref's
2024.
Head on a spike. Look at this shit, dude. Brazil.
What did you say though?
2013.
You did not say Brazil, because I would have believed you
I
more
thought it
if you
was
said
somewhere in
Brazil.
Europe.
Yeah, you
though.
said
Yeah, that's
Europe.
what I was gonna say.
I
Like,
thought it was in Europe,
Europe
but
versus
this is all
Brazil,
saying
like,
Brazil. Okay, my bad.
if
Yeah,
you
you
said
racist
Brazil, I'd be
fuck.
like, yeah, I could see that.
I swear I thought it happened in Europe too, though.
They
But all of these fucking articles are about. Dude, but isn't that crazy?
after wrestler, what the fuck? Referee at the very bottom, there was a fucking wrestling one.
Dude, American fans chanted for a ref's head on a spike. That's crazy, bro.
Well, there.
That
Do
is
you remember the one?
crazy.
Do you guys remember the one video of this dude, a football player that got pissed at a ref and out of the blue sprints and just fucking spear tackles him and like literally like as hard as he can lays him out and starts trying to beat his ass.
A clip of that.
Literally a high school student that was like gonna have scholarships and everything and just everything down the drain.
I just think the violence people are capable of sometimes is crazy.
After
It's-
what I've seen on the internet, nothing really shocks me anymore.
It doesn't
Mr. Cool
shock
Guy
me.
over here.
It's not but I get what he's saying, but it's not like a shock factor anymore. It's just more
Oh, it's
like,
not that. I
it's
mean,
more like a
like,
disappointment. It's like
oh no,
I'm like
I
the
was
world's
talking more
father,
like,
and I'm like, oh man, I'm fucking disappointed.
No one cares if
in
every
you
kid
guys.
is an addict. Well, like, and that's
nah,
the
for
thing.
me,
is
it's
that
more
kid-
like I feel like I've seen every way that a human can harm another human.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of those videos don't bother me, but then like people being starved
kids watch
is, like,
sports.
a different.
Like, I don't
know.
think that Riot is really a unique evil for this. Like, if the NBA does it, why are we getting mad at Riot when the NBA does it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
my
agree
opinion.
with that
This
point.
whole video is fucking
Mhm.
What's
stupid.
hap-
Asmund and I are on the same page. All right.
So why is this stupid? Because you guys
Happening
share.
and why-
No, I'm not saying his video is stupid. I'm saying us making a video is stupid. God, you're gonna be just like one of his fucking fans in my
No.
comments, fucking call me gay, saying I
saying-
hit my vape gay. Fuck all of you guys.
That's what they were saying.
Bro, I don't care. I don't care. They can all eat a fucking dick.
They're doing it, plus how they plan
Bunch
to
of
minimize
fucking-
risk.
No,
They
what
might
I
be
was
wondering
saying is, like-
why
I'm not like even my last video wasn't even a fucking hit piece on Asmund, and all these dick riders came in here taking it as such. Whatever. I don't fucking care. I shouldn't. I honestly, but the title was fucking rage bait. It really was a Chat GPT generated fucking rage bait title. Like I wanted them to
Well, I
click,
mean-
and it worked. And it worked. You fucking dumbasses clicked on it. Fucking dumbasses. I don't know. There goes my potential fans. Fucking eat a dick. I don't care. Sorry.
now? And their justification is fairly simple. They say the teams have been asking for gambling sponsors for years. Obviously,
Just real quick. More examples of blue chip brands being an unstable
Your
form of
favorite
sponsorship.
juice is grape.
If esports and pro gaming wants to rely on outside
I said, no, my favorite juice is your mama's titty milk. And then he said, what did he say? Then you're sucking on a bowl? Which doesn't make any sense because you're calling your mom a dude. You fucking idiot. Like, what a fucking comeback. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Is he not calling his mom a dude? So then he has two dads? You got two daddies, bro? I don't know. I don't want to know how that worked.
money,
What's his name? Why we need to fucking call that dude out at least. Ross said my comments aren't big enough to where I should make it a part of my videos yet, but this dude needs called out.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Huff and Puff. Wouldn't she be a heifer? She's a heifer if she's saying she's fat. But saying then you're milking a bull means that his mom's a dude. Which is more problems for him than me.
they should embrace porn, gambling, and alcohol sponsors. This is over a month before Riot made this announcement. Everybody knew it. It was obvious. Thank you, by the way,
because
for the
it's a
link.
lot of money.
Appreciate
and
it.
audiences are already gambling. And here's the scale. League and Valorant generate 10.7 billion in gambling. But there is a problem.
That's a lot of money.
Whoa.
See, how can and you're trying to tell me
How
that
the
it's-
fuck? Yeah, then how was it 100
that's
for
what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
betting thing?
Because they're not including esports, I guess, in sports betting.
Or it could just. That number on Google could be worldwide.
But that would be even more, Wyatt.
Very silly.
Our point is, look, our point is, if this generates 10 billion in just this, then how does sports
Or
betting
place on
generate 100?
unregulated markets.
How
That's the whole
much
thing.
does
So it's not fucking.
esports
Oh yeah, I forgot
betting
he was talking about that.
generate? What?
See, that's,
Bro, these
those
motherfuckers
numbers
are
aren't
fucking
right.
butchering their books. How is this dude? Where is this from?
Sport trader. Well, it says betting turnover. I'm not sure what betting turnover means. God damn, dude, this car at Shane got me's fucking ripping.
Turnover.
I got a Muhammad.
In the world of turnover refers to the total amount of money wagered or staked. Oh,
Yeah.
so that means that they wagered 10,000. So that's not their. Here's the
Yeah, but
problem.
that
70%
mean-
of bets across all sports are placed in an unregulated market. Some aren't licensed. I don't know.
But I'm not
Damn.
gonna lie, that number is like, I feel like the number
Please
that
get
I
down.
care about. Like I don't
Please.
care about just the money that they got profit from. Like I care
Stop.
about how much money are people putting into their
Stop.
fucking system. You know what I'm saying? Like how much money is flowing through the betting system, and that's what that number should be.
Why does it matter if how much is flowing through it? It should matter how much they're profiting off the top, because that would tell you how rigged it is against the average player. I don't give a fuck how much the
Okay.
average player wagers in through all of that shit, or what the total lump sum is of, like, if a million people believe in the product and they all want to wager on it, I don't give a fuck that there's $1 million flowing through there. What I care about
Alright.
is if the fucking
I-
win rate is 5%.
I looked up how much money in total went into betting in 2024 and betting turnover total in 2024, and they both say 13.7 billion. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
'cause
hold
that's
on.
the same
Hold on, I'm
fucking
reading this
thing,
more.
you goof. You're
Yeah, I
asking it the
realize that,
same
and I'm
thing.
reading it. I'm reading this here right now.
Now you need to know
Additionally, the
profits.
total handle of bets was approximately $148 billion.
Wait, so now, but then that would mean turnover is the profit, but that's not what turnover meant here.
Yeah,
What
this is saying
fucking-
the total handle, so I'm guessing handle means like how much money was put into it. That's my guess, but I'm not
Yeah,
a
so but
booker,
then-
so I don't fucking know.
But then that turnover number would be bullshit. Because turnover means how much was put through it.
So you want to know the profit?
Yeah, I want to know how much profit. How much are they keeping versus how much are the players paying each other?
Legal sportsbook took in nearly $150 billion. Oh, okay, fuck. What the fuck? That's just exactly what I said.
Wait, that's a website?
No, this says took in nearly 150 billion worth of bets.
What's legal sports book? Is that like all the legal sites?
No, it's just saying like legal sport books, so like legal gambling.
Okay, took in how much?
150 billion
In what year?
with in 2024. It says with 3.6 billion in revenue.
So that means, yeah, so that's like, you see how like that's like chump change compared to what's flowing through there?
Mhm.
That means their payouts are like probably pretty good. And they're not fucking, I mean, they're making profits, but they're not like taking a majority of what goes through there. Whereas like if this, I don't know, obviously this probably isn't fucking taking a majority either, but I want to know what percent. So what percent of whatever the 100 something is the 13,000 profit? It's like what, a little over or under 10%?
What percent of a percent is
No,
a
it's a little
percent?
over 10% because
percenty.
10% would be 130. Any rate, I don't know.
The problem is that 70% of those bets are happening in unregulated bookies.
Let's
And the
make it
unregulated part
past
is
3
what
minutes in this
bothers
video.
Riot. Now, they say it's unsafe because people may lose money because
Yes.
these sites can be unscrupulous. And that absolutely is a risk. Of course, the other side is...
No, it's bullshit. They're just doing it so the company
What's the rage bait title of this video? Gambling addiction is for losers?
Oh wait, hold on. I got another number here.
It's not real.
Ooh, is not
Wait.
real. Gambling addiction is not real. That's the rage bait title.
companies and the teams can still make money because the teams aren't making money. Esports teams are shutting down all over the place. Esports was a massive bubble, and venture capitalists pumped millions of dollars into it for 10 years, and now the bubble is popped, and people realize that, at least in the West, and this is another big issue, is that in the West, this is true. In the East and in places in South America, it's not true.
You know, people losing...
In the East? What's not true?
I didn't quite pay attention.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
can be unscrupulous. And that absolutely is a risk.
Let's hear
Of
Asmon's
course,
point
the
one more
other
time.
side is...
No, it's bullshit. They're just doing it so the companies and the teams can still make money because the teams aren't making money. Esports teams are shutting down all over the place. Esports was a massive bubble, and venture capitalists pumped millions of dollars into it for 10 years, and now the bubble is popped, and people realize that, at least in the West, and this is another big issue.
That is true. I would agree with him.
Why?
So basically, especially for like NA esports teams, there was a lot more support and I guess by like Capital America, there was a lot more support and investment in esports. And in the past like 5 or so years, it started to fall off a cliff. Now, I don't exactly know why, but many esports like companies have like called it quits.
Is it because they're not getting views?
They're not. So basically, the problem is that these esports teams is in most of these esports that they're in, their only way to make profit is through like prize wins, which isn't really
Why?
sustainable.
Why can't the players stream?
Well, so that's where I'm talking about the fucking. Even if the players stream, that doesn't help the company, brother.
See, that's where like it's a weird thing because they should be contracted through the company and all their profits should go to the company, and then they should be paid out of that because the team's invested in you.
That's where the problem is that
they set the structure up all wrong.
I'm not perfect. No, they did have a structure like that back like a while ago, if I remember correctly. But the problem is that there were so many of these esports companies that were literally taking advantage of these young kids that have no idea how contracts work.
I mean, that was happening in sports too, like back in the day. But
yeah, so
make their contracts to where both people can profit and it's fair to both. But I mean, you're getting fucking the advantage of being on a professional team, and like some of those videos I saw, some of them teams, they had like a professional chef on staff.
No, 100%.
Chef.
That's
chef
what I
on
was
staff.
gonna
They had,
continue
like,
to
nice
say.
gyms, like...
The expenses that some of these teams are intaking, just they are not receiving enough like back for it to make sense to a lot of these CEOs. But there are esports teams that have noticed that early and have been actively coming up with better and newer ways to be able to make profit for their company. And that's where you see these bigger esports companies like 100 Thieves, like even like Sentinels more recently. Like 100 Thieves specifically was able to be very popular, but they also made a very desirable merch brand, and on top of it they realized that like making content can be a very good way to produce profit. So Like
Yeah, I feel like
these
that would be your best way to
these
do
yeah,
it when
so
you
these
have a fucking
esports,
professional player in
the
your
the problem is
shit.
that some of these professional players, they're not exactly willing to jump in and make hours of content when they're literally 7 days a week practicing for 8 hours, nine
But when
hours
you're
a day.
practicing, like that's your chance to make the content.
No,
It
because you
seems like the
can't make
problem.
content while you're practicing.
That's why,
You
but they
can't
can
show
hire
that.
staff to do that. You can
What
just
do
be
you
recording, and
saying?
then you can fucking
No,
hire
they
staff
can't
to.
show their strats and their fucking progress. What do you like? You have to think like these
I
are
guess I
fucking
didn't think
teams.
about they're really coming up. I guess I thought they were just getting like, okay, obviously when you're doing strat shit, but like they're doing
That's
some games to
what
get their
they're
reps in. No,
scrimming. Like you don't share scrims. Like that's you're not allowed to do that.
I guess I don't understand how all that works and all the complexity and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a lot more complex than just make content. And that's where these certain esports companies have started to evolve, and they've like decided, one, they hire content creators alongside
Yeah, to be in the
pro
house
teams,
for
so
other
then they
shit.
can have them co-stream their professional games while also making content on the side to help that way. Like I do, I'm not 100% sure like what all is their main way of making profit, but I feel like a big part of it is just having people be fans of their uh teams in general, and because they're fans of their teams, they are going to be more willing to stay like in tune with their merch sales, with like any events that they're doing,
Yeah,
shit
that's
like
what's
that. So
crazy is
like
I listened to that Caleb show and like I used to watch Unbox Therapy, so I'd know when certain tech dropped. But these people know when like fucking Stanley mugs drop, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's drops for
Yeah.
Stanley mugs? Like, what
yeah, I
the fuck
have
are we doing?
no idea.
All right, let's continue this. We're so bad about. This is a good problem to have though.
Is that in the West, this is true. In the East and in places in South America, it's not true.
You know, people losing absolute.
It's not true in that it hasn't popped those in those places yet. Or
I
it
believe I don't think there was a bubble to pop.
it just hasn't even taken off in those places.
Like there's a good amount of support, but I don't think
humongous amounts of
been on
money
the same
via traditional gambling,
money
working
with,
as
like,
intended. Here's the basic
like,
logic they're
they
using. So,
have
you know how
an NA
teenagers
and-
will be tempted to
Yeah.
drink alcohol? So
Yeah.
you might think it's better to give them something light under supervision rather than have them, I don't know, drink Tesco value vodka.
That's
in
exactly what we did in middle school.
field somewhere.
Yep.
But the question, right, is that by legitimizing it, by making it more normal, giving it way more exposure, will you reduce the average damage done per individual, but actually cause far more harm overall because you've just went and
This allowance of having gambling websites will cause the amount of suicides that happen because of gambling to go up. This will happen. Now, again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but don't do it and try to hold a moral high ground.
I think that's
People
the
kill
biggest
themselves
thing.
over gambling all the time.
Well, see, that's the problem people have with Riot specifically, I think. Is that Riot tries to hold this high standard, but yet you're gonna partner
Yeah, that
with
is
Riyadh,
hypocritical as fuck. How you
make
gonna
money.
ban me for saying
Yeah, so-
bitch?
So
But you're
then
gonna
you're
let
go
this
with
shit
Riyadh,
slide.
who, in a lot of people, believe that they are very disrespectful towards the people that they are supposedly catering to, and then they're also gonna start accepting money from these gambling companies who prey on these younger children or whatever to make
Yeah.
money and profit. Like it feels like hypocritical, and people are like, out of all the companies, it's gonna be you, motherfucker. You know?
Yeah,
but at
because
the
you're
same
doing
time,
this whole fucking everyone is welcome in my rainbow
Yeah.
fucking circle, but
pretty much.
then
So
you're
that's
predatory
where I
as
think the
fuck.
Riot specifically is getting a lot of backlash.
Honestly, just because they banned me for a year.
But at the same time, yeah, it's
Now
hard
you could
to,
say that's
I don't know.
But also,
Like,
like
at the
these
same
people
time,
killing themselves,
there's
is that just natural selection, chat?
Pretty much.
yeah.
Like, is this just compensating for the safety labels that we have? It's like, oh, you want to label shit? I'll give you new ways to
Well, I
fucking
mean,
die.
if there is some divine outside source, then like there has to be a fucking like a bit of control slash.
I don't get putting your fucking whole life on this shit. Once it's going downhill, abort shit, brother.
That's where it's like, why do we?
But how many times are
have
we gonna
to,
hear about some motherfucker losing his house, dude?
Do we like? Are we supposed to feel a type of way for those people, or try to take preventative
Yeah, when there's
actions,
fucking actual innocent people getting bombed.
or when there's
Who
these
am I supposed to
fucking
feel bad for, bro?
like, am I feeling bad for the person who is actively doing that, or am I gonna feel bad for the grandma who's getting phone calls scammed
Yeah,
and
by
has
some
no idea that
Indians.
she's giving away her
Yeah,
entire
who
fucking
should I feel bad
savings?
for? That's what I don't know, bro.
Darwinism, and you get what you deserve,
Yeah, like
but
you
it
said,
still
Darwinism.
happens.
Yeah.
Natural selection, sure. But at the same time, it is real.
Expanded the market to way more people by making it easier to access. And would that actually
And
mean
also, as soon as you introduce people to the world of gambling, you're going to have people that will move to unregulated markets because you've already done the beginning work of getting them into the entire ecosystem in the.
I don't get that. That I don't get. Why does it go to unregulated markets? Markets. Like, I don't
So that
understand
people
why.
Because there's so many.
No, but why would
Are you
you
talking
ever?
about like gambling?
Why would you ever
sites?
gamble on somewhere that's not like? Whenever I gamble, dude, I
So
make
you
sure
can
that
gamble
it's like
underage.
insured. Okay. But how are you gambling underage? You ain't got access to a card. You might have cash.
Your parents' credit card, because they probably give you money to buy skins in the game or whatever. Or gift cards, something like that.
Damn.
Probably true.
And either way, I can guarantee you there's a kid at school that's probably gonna be willing to host or be the bookie if he needs to.
That would have been my ass.
First place. So this
Scamming
argument
these
defeats
kids out here scamming.
itself.
ran over
Yeah,
time,
we know you're a piece of shit.
you'd start to
Pretty
find
much.
more really,
scam
really
everybody.
bad
I'm just out here
problem gambling
scamming.
cases because
Scam school.
basically you're going to reach way
You
more
guys ever
people.
watch Scam School?
Yeah.
I love Scam School.
And that means way more people who could potentially fall into problem gambling. That's certainly
yeah.
my worry, but first,
No, did you guys, when you guys were in school, do you remember that fucking, it was literally, this shit was hilarious to me. I never fucking did this. I'm just joking about scamming people, guys, but did you guys ever do that fucking, or like not do, but did you see people that were doing that stupid fucking triangle thing? It was literally a pyramid scheme, and they were all willingly participating in it, and
do
they
you
were
mean?
all insisting that it wasn't a pyramid scheme.
What triangle thing?
Bro, like, so these people were like on Snapchat, like passing around this. It was literally a fucking pyramid, is the crazy part. And I tried to tell this dude this, and he was like, no, bro, because when it's your turn to be at the top of the pyramid. And I was like,
Well,
bro.
can you explain what the thing was?
So it was like this whole thing where it was like a pyramid, and you could pay $10 to buy into the pyramid, but you would be at the bottom of the pyramid.
Oh,
and
what
then,
the fuck?
And then when you bought in your $10, it would go to the person at the top of the pyramid, but then you would be bought into the bottom slot. Then each round you had to pay another $10 to get up into the pyramid, and then it would all go to the person at the top, but you would all like take turns swiveling up to get your turn at the top of the pyramid. And the whole thing was that you were supposed to recruit people under you to bump you up in the pyramid.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, dude, it was literally like they literally said, how does a pyramid scheme work? And then they fucking drew a diagram, and then they followed that, and they all lined up to have their turn in the fucking pyramid, dude. It was the funniest shit. And so many people, I can't believe you guys didn't
let's
have
take a
this.
look.
Well, it must have
No,
missed.
we had the normal shit. Just people putting fucking oregano in a sandwich bag and selling it to a middle
2016
schooler saying it's weed.
high school pyramid scheme. I swear, bro, this shit was so fucking funny.
I think your search is too broad for that.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking specify what I'm really searching. No. It was like, maybe it was a Snapchat pyramid scheme. Dude, it wasn't really Snapchat though. That's where like it's hard to really.
This might have been like confined to your
Dude,
school.
this, it was literally this. It was this.
Oh damn.
But they would like make it into a triangle on the ones I saw. But this shit is so funny, dude. It's literally.
But it says no scam, so it's not a scam.
Right, and that's what they would put on all of them. No scams. They wouldn't realize that the whole fucking thing is a scam, bro. It's literally a fucking pyramid, dog.
Jesus Christ, $100 buy-in?
Well, this is, yeah, ours was, the ones in our high school were like $10. This must be for like some adult scammers or some shit. But this is just so funny, bro.
You wanna know what the funniest thing that I'm thinking about right now is? Mark would 100% do this shit.
Well, what's crazy is like, yeah, this dude said, even fucking Ponzi tried to disguise it, bro. It says on Snapchat, or it says no scams. Someone on Snapchat wouldn't lie to me. This looks like a pyramid scheme, not a Ponzi. Yeah, this is literally. It's dude. It's like, and it just cracked me up because I remember arguing with this dude for like half an hour, and then I was like, oh, he's fucking dumb. He's just not gonna get it. Like I can't explain it to him to where he will understand what I'm saying. Like I really tried. I sent him articles. I sent him fucking articles and shit. Cause dude, my dad told me about all of this shit when I was a kid. He told me about like the fucking women will get into like these product sales things, which your mom's like the shit that your mom did with Pampered Chef wasn't really like that because I got to do it and I didn't have to recommend nobody, and I like all my coworkers bought shit and then I got to buy a bunch of free shit. So I don't know. I mean, fuck yeah, I participated in a pyramid scheme. Oh fuck! Oh
At
no!
least you realize.
Oh no! Oh shit! Fuck, dude. Okay, well that's the only one I participated. Hey, listen, they were willing participants. They all wanted to buy what they wanted to buy. See,
It's
that's
good quality shit.
yeah, it's good quality. That's where I don't regret that. Yeah, because all my stainless steel shit is fucking still stainless steel without any rust on it. So I don't regret any of that. And all my coworkers got good shit. So I don't know. That's
Yeah, you
like
don't see that with Kitchenette.
that's like a different. I don't think. See, I have a hard time labeling Pampered Chef as that, but really it kind of was because I did benefit and they didn't. But I mean, they also
Well, you
knew that I
gave
was
them
going
something
to.
and you got something.
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
gave
I feel
them
like you
because
kind
you
of
can't buy it
the
any
deal.
other way unless you find somebody selling it. So really, I don't know. I don't think I was in a pyramid scheme. I'm not. I'm taking that back. I wasn't in one, but that is crazy.
You
I
were
was
in
like,
an official one.
yeah, I was in one that isn't really a scam because
A
you're buying
regulated
shit.
one.
Yeah, because you're really buying shit. But women will have like these fucking things where they gotta buy all this product up front, and then they gotta first find other women to sell it to, but then they gotta fucking get them women to get in under them because then that gets them referral bonuses and shit, and then they make more money. And so they like end up with all this product and all this fucking hand cream in their living room. They don't know what to do with. That's probably what happened to Diddy, bro. Diddy's probably a victim. He probably didn't even buy all that baby oil. He probably got scammed and he was too embarrassed to say anything, so he just fucking kept it all.
You know
And now
what?
we're fucking
You got a
looking at
good
him as
point,
some
dude.
pedophile, dude. It's crazy. Free Diddy. I don't even know.
I like how we
Diddy or
started
Diddy?
on a betting video and now we're talking about fucking Diddy.
I'm just saying, dude. He might have not
Who's
done
fucking Diddy? I ain't fucking Diddy.
I don't know, and I
I
don't know who
said
Diddy was
talking
fucking.
about
but-
Diddy.
Look at what this will actually look like in esports.
Dude,
The
wants to
fun thing
fuck
about
Diddy,
this is
bro?
Riot
Get you a friend,
absolutely
kid.
knows how this can be bad luck and all
No,
of
why
the
not
potential
friends? We're
problems. So
associates.
there is a degree of
It doesn't matter anymore because gambling has been socially accepted to the degree that this is normalized. It used to be a big deal and everybody would hate gambling, but now it's been so normalized and so many people have been paid off to be okay with it that it's just the way it is.
That's ultimately the world, or at least our world, the United States. Every institution has been paid off
Well, the
enough
United States is the world.
to where they can pump in fucking chemicals into your food. They can fucking lax rules around fucking crypto scams and shit so Logan Paul doesn't go to jail. They can fucking, which I don't know, I heard that apparently he might be getting into
Yeah, I thought he
some
was
shit.
under investigation.
We'll fucking see. We'll fucking see, dude. He's got money to throw at it. He had Trump on his podcast. I think he'll be fine.
That's it. Like they've actually won.
vision from them,
Straight
and that
up.
they will personally vet every single sponsor.
Doesn't
They
matter.
also say they'll make sure that partnered betting services are using Riot approved data, which will mean that no
Which is funny because that's why we voted Trump in, was to fix all this shit. We were like, yeah, RFK's gonna fix our food, bro. We're gonna get good food like Europe. Good bread for America. Subway's still got sugar bread, bro. It'll have sugar bread after Trump leaves. It'll have sugar bread after the next guy leaves. It'll have sugar bread until we fucking die. We're gonna
It's
be
crazy
eating-
how the guy who said like the most crazy shit before going into the administration has been the least controversial.
Yeah. Wait, who are you talking about?
RFK.
Oh, well, yeah, and then I heard there was some fucking, there was some controversy around them.
Yeah, well, which one? The fucking whale head or the dead fucking grizzly bear or whatever the
The
fuck
grizzly
it
bear,
was?
I think, is a fucking hilarious story, personally. I don't know what the whale head is. What's the whale head?
The whale head is, like,
Hungry.
in all honesty, like, at its base, like, it's fucking weird, but I honestly don't see a problem about it, and I haven't, it's been a while since I've, heard this one, so I could be getting this completely fucking wrong. Actually, I'll look it up.
No, you're
just to
telling
make
it to
sure.
my chat right now, so you better not
Oh,
butcher it.
alright.
'Cause this is on for the fucking, this is in front of the
Alright.
court and the magistrate.
Alright, let me do some research real quick. In the early 90s, RFK heard there was a dead whale in Massachusetts, so he drove up there because he said he has interest in marine biology and environmentalism. So he drove
Hell
5
yeah.
hours with a chainsaw and his then 6-year-old daughter.
Hell yeah.
He cut off the whale's head, strapped it to the roof of the minivan with bungee cords, and
Oh,
drove
yeah.
back home.
So what are we mad
Like-
about?
Like, see, I honestly don't see a problem. Like,
What are
he's
we mad
taking
about?
care of it. I can see why people think that'd be fucking weird, because it is fucking weird. But in all, like, I'd want a whale's head. I don't know what the fuck I'd do with a whale's head, but
I don't know
like-
what
On
the
the study
problem
to become
is.
a marine
I don't know what the
biologist,
problem
dude.
is with all these people and
That's what I
RFK
wanna do.
Jr.'s fascination with dead animals. He's not making them into wallets.
like, yeah, he's not making them into wallets. He went out there with his own chainsaw, his own
He's-
gas, his own car. He went 5 hours out of his way to go chop that whale's head off, strap it to
Yeah,
the
this
roof
dude's
of his minivan.
That's a
and drive it
dedicated
home.
father right there,
He might
trying
be
to
a
teach
bit
his
of a
kids some
psychopath,
science.
That is.
but you know.
I think that's a good dad.
Wait, the daughter wanted to be a marine biologist?
No,
No, dude, he just fucking brought her
No, I'm
with
pretty sure
him.
the daughter did. No, I'm pretty sure the daughter did. That
It
makes
said
sense.
his interest.
yeah.
Yeah, his interest and his daughter's interest. Nah, dude, it sounds better. Just run it. Just run it.
Actually, the early 90s, I bet he probably had the brainworm then.
He was like, "You're gonna be a marine biologist, whether you like it or not, young lady. Now go up to this beach, and we're gonna chop off this whale's head."
No.
Oh shit!
Now help me get this
Daddy,
thing on
what
the
are
roof.
you doing?
Oh, God. Oh god, it said that his daughter said there was a terrible smell and white juices coming into the windows.
Oh no. This poor girl. Okay, you know what?
She was
Oh god, he
scarred
named
for
her
fucking
Kick?
life.
He
He
named
named her Kick.
God, he definitely had the fucking brainworm then.
She was inside. I'm gonna kill myself. Don't worry about it. Oh shit.
Can you
He said,
imagine
"Come
that?
on,
Like,
sidekick. We're gonna go chop off this fucking dude."
like, what do you think the conversation was? Like, do you think she knew
Daddy, I
what
don't
they
wanna
were
go.
doing? Like, do you think she knew what they
I
were going to go do, or do you think they
I
showed up and then he
actually,
pulls
what
the chainsaw
season?
from his trunk?
Hold on, what season was this? Because if it was Christmas, that's a rotten prank. Just be like, hey, you wanna go get a Christmas tree?
Oh no. You're making me change. You're changing my view on RFK though.
Bro, he was gonna
Because
make my
now I'm with the
McDonald's
liberals. Burn
healthier,
him to the
bro.
ground.
Dude,
You know.
he was gonna make us some tasty, healthy food, dude.
How does the daughter look back on the memory? That's the real question. If she's like, "Oh, that was just dad being dad," it stunk, but I'm all right.
For you got like all these people making these stories. She said it was the most heinous, like the most disgusting thing she's ever experienced. She's just like, yeah, it was okay. I mean, it kind of sucked.
She's
but-
like, "He did way worse when I was younger." It's like, okay,
Hey, yo, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. This dude likes dead animals. I don't know what he's into. He claims it's for science.
When they would
So,
accelerate,
does he have,
whale
like, a
juice
bunch
would
of
pour into the
taxidermy
windows
shit,
of the
I'm
car, and it
assuming?
was the rankest thing on the planet.
Yeah, ain't no
Ever-
daughter
yo-
saying rankest.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We all had plastic bags over our heads with mouth holes cut out, and people on the highway were giving us the finger, but it was just normal day-to-day stuff for us. Good God.
See?
I always thought Dad and I were the same person, but I got fascinated. Wait, hold on. I
Oh,
don't know who the fuck said that, but that
Oh
wasn't
shit, he made a clone.
her.
so she does want to be a marine biologist. But see, even they're saying
That's normal
it
day-to-day
was
stuff.
just another
That's
Tuesday,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
He was used to
That's
fishing
funny.
fucking raccoons out the gutters and shit. This was nothing. A whale
Yee,
head?
yee, yee, yee. He turned into the turtle man.
Dude, a whale head is fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's
You just,
insane.
With
like, not
I'm
even
just
trying
imagining
to-
it with the chainsaw. Like, could you imagine like how made several different attempts at
And
it?
what's
Like, you're not
crazy is they
one-shotting
said that it stunk so bad they had to wear masks, right? So
And
like
also-
as soon as you cut into it and you realize it
Shit was
stinks,
nasty.
wouldn't you be like, I'm
Maybe
good.
we don't do
Maybe
this.
I find
Now, think about this
Get back
too,
in the
though.
car, kids.
Think about this. This is probably the worst part about it. Whales live in the ocean. They die,
Oh,
they
really?
wash up on a beach.
Wait.
People go to the beach,
Where?
and you just see
Wait a
RFK
minute.
cutting the head off a fucking whale while you're trying to enjoy the beach with your children.
And he just waits till you're like, howdy, neighbor. Don't mind me, I'll be done in about 30 minutes.
An even better whale story is the time
I
that
need
we
to do the
blew one
voice.
up in Washington.
Oh, fuck, I wish I could do the voice, bro. This is,
His voice cracking.
oh man, this is a fucking episode, huh?
Yeah, could you imagine going over to talk with it? Because his voice was even worse back then, right?
Hey, I'm just chopping up a whale. Don't mind me. I'm just here chopping up this here whale.
You sound like the typical lunch lady.
Yeah, the mustache lunch lady. Yeah, I'm fucking it up, dude. I don't have a good RFK voice. I'm gonna go practice in the mirror. I'll get back to you guys. All right, let's see where this goes. I don't even know. We're fucking 6 minutes in, dude. He can't even get mad at me at this point for sniping his content because I don't even watch it. We barely get through it.
Nobody gets actively manipulated. But
Let
there
me
is a bit
give
more.
up.
Teams are going to have to self-regulate their partnerships, and Riot's going to demand that each team
Yeah, because basically you've already covered the whole issue. They're not making enough money. Blah blah blah. They need to find new ways. Blah
makes
blah
an
blah.
internal integrity program, you know, so that they can investigate themselves. And as for what that's
This is
got
all bullshit.
to be, Riot says a
I love internal investigations. We did an internal investigation, and we found out we're not
Nothing. We
guilty
found-
of shit.
Like, I
How many
really don't
companies
that
get to do
shit.
that, bro?
Like, I don't.
I feel like
every
so
single
many, so many fucking companies. We did an internal investigation.
self
Like,
I
Riot
mean,
is
in all
making-
honesty, we do it, dude. Like when
I
our
just-
commercial parts broke, they were just like, "All right, we'll look at it," and then
Well,
they
it's
were.
We're
just
doing an
like,
internal investigation.
I don't know. It feels so scummy that all of IA feels like instead of looking out for the fucking workers, it's all just looking out for the companies. And it's
Mhm.
just like,
That's all HR is.
that's what I mean.
If
It's
you
like,
go and gripe to HR about anything,
they're like, okay, how can we keep this so it makes the company look good?
yeah, and how do we fire this motherfucker who knows to complain about it?
The right call, and if I was Riot, I would also allow gambling sponsors. But them doing all this is just them trying to look like they have the moral high ground. There is no moral high ground when you're allowing and promoting gambling.
That's the problem, right? Just
People
needs to
will
accept it and stop trying to
Guaranteed,
fucking act
people
like they're
will
not.
see the advertisements from the teams that are playing in whatever league tournament that you're looking at. They will see those advertisements. They will go on those websites, and that will be the first step in a long journey that ends in them killing themselves. This will undoubtedly.
I mean, for some, I mean, that's just a fact.
But-
It's a gamble, a fucking mortgage.
If Valorant doesn't do this, if Riot doesn't do this, how less
entire
likely are
East-
those people to bump into something to
Yeah,
gamble on
right.
to kill themselves anyway? Like, what's the
And
percentage?
that's where it's like,
Because I'm with them, it is going to be more people. Like, obviously, it's going to, anything more of is going to, I get the correlation, right? But, like, were they going to kill themselves anyway? If 98% of them were going to kill themselves anyway, does it? I don't know, bro. Is that just natural selection? Is that
Undoubtedly happen.
Darwinism?
well, that's where it's
Anybody who
like-
thinks that's not going to happen.
It's hard
think
to it's hard to know if you should always be actively trying to prevent things in society from being an active like potential threat. But that's the whole thing, active potential threat. What the fuck's an active potential threat?
The way
A
that I
bomb.
view it
A
is
bomb is
like
an active
the-
potential
Like-
threat.
It's
But
like the
you know what I'm
Brit-
saying? Like, there's so many things that can
That's
be
where, yeah, I feel like we're
considered
just
an
nerfing the
active
fuck out of
potential.
society. It's like, okay, then what are we're just gonna wear fucking all white and we're all
Well,
gonna
no.
be.
Like, see, I think, I don't know if Asmund said it, but like what Britain's doing with their Online Safety Act, like, we need
If
better
somebody comes and tries
parents.
to lock me up for some shit I say on Facebook, though, like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, no, we just need better parents, because if we have better parents, then gambling's not going to be a problem, because they can go, hey, dipshit, don't fucking gamble this much money. And if we
yeah,
have
there
better
needs to
parents,
be like mandatory parenting classes, and I feel like you should be fucking.
Low key,
I feel like everybody
yeah.
should be on birth control until
I
a
think you
certain
should
age,
take
and then
a-
you have to take
I
a
think you
test
should have, yeah,
to be able to come off of birth control. Otherwise, you stay on it.
same thing to vote.
Yeah,
I'm not
only
even fucking. I'm not
females
joking.
too.
I'm really not
Yeah,
joking.
only,
I think you
yeah,
should have
only
a certain.
females.
I think you should have a certain. But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the other thing.
Yeah, only
You know-
females,
no,
and they
because
shouldn't
listen,
be allowed to reproduce.
No, because you
until
know how
we
many
tell them they
females
should.
also though. But also how many females
But
like
you
actually
realize
go
that's what it sounds like, though.
get
when you
post.
say
No,
that?
but do you know what?
Yeah, the extreme view of it.
I didn't say only females. What?
I know, but
Yeah, Ross, why are you quoting that, huh? You
I
know how
think
bad
dudes
that
should
sounds,
have-
Ross?
just said that's what it.
Dudes
like,
should
what
have
it
the birth
seems.
control
That's
too.
all
No,
I
no,
said.
no. Dudes can have birth control. What? I didn't say anything about just females. No, 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 no.
Yeah, Ross, you want an inclusive cocksucker?
Yeah, because what if the
Trying-
female's birth control fails? It's like no, 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 no. We're doing both.
I
We're
was more
everybody's
saying
on
that
birth
as
control.
a joke.
But my thing is like, no, but to come to that, that's kind of the rebuttal to that is like, yes, people are crazy having kids now, but like also, I wonder what percentage of women get postpartum or like post whatever. Yeah, postpartum. Well, no, that's the one where they want to murder their baby. But I don't know, like
Postpartum.
some of them, yeah, darned it, I fucking got pregnant. Uh, no, some of them do have like mental issues after having kids, and it's like I wonder what percentage of them is that, because it's like is that shit
I
unavoidable?
also,
But
I also wonder how much of it is the husband, because like Troy, I don't know if you were in the room, but we were talking about that, and he was like, "Nah, Britt was just kind of like unhappy about the weight, but I just told her like I can help you burn the weight off, and you'll be back to normal in like less than a year."
Happen
And
is
she said that she was
delusional,
fine.
and they know it.
yeah,
That's why
that's
they're
like she was in shape and like that's like just a body thing. But
Well,
I'm
then
talking about like
some
some
women
people
better get in
actually.
shape.
No, but I'm not talking about that's a different. I'm talking about like some people just get mental. I don't know.
trying to add in
I don't
all
know
of
what
this
that
extra
is.
language. And I understand, like,
Exactly,
again,
and that test would weed
this
them
is the
out.
problem. Like, again, you could just say you don't give a
mean,
fuck. Who
maybe. I
cares,
don't know.
right? They kill themselves. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them.
Or maybe they be undercover till they have the baby, and then the crazy comes out.
That's fine. But Riot doesn't want to do that. So they want to play, oh, well, we still care, and we're going to have all this integrity, and get the fuck out of here. It's obviously what you're doing. Do you want to bet on that?
How is Riot taking the high ground? What does that even mean?
They're trying to be like,
Cause
oh, like we don't want to do this, but we have to do it because it's bad.
it's also the fact that like I I think the part of them like the betting partnerships must have established an integrity program inclusive of policy development, monitoring, and education. Basically, like they're trying to like act like they're setting all of these regulations and all of these fail safes so they're fucking people who are playing their games and and getting exposed to these products won't get taken advantage of, but in all reality nothing that they're going to do will affect that, and but they're trying to act like they are
I don't
saving people
understand
from it.
why they can't give the betting sites the partnership in terms of, yeah, we'll let you bet, we'll let you host betting on our games, but
Public perception.
we're not gonna
Because they
let
know
you
that'd be an
advertise.
outrage.
No, but why
It'd
can't?
still be an outrage.
No, that wouldn't be an outrage. How would that be an outrage? The whole issue is that they're advertising and influencing their young brains. If there's no fucking advertising to influence the fucking young brains, then problem solved, and they
But
still
you
get the
just
money.
said to
There's
have the gambling
streamers that
on
will.
the game. Did you
Yeah,
not
like
just
Right?
say
No,
there's
no, no. I'm
word of
saying
mouth is still
that
good
is advertisement
advertisement.
in itself?
no, but
Yeah, like when streamers are like, "Oh,
I'm
I
not
just
talking
put
about
down
what this
500
motherfucker's
bucks on
saying.
this person or
if
whatever."
That's
kids, if
obvious.
kids are not, the issue is if kids are not seeing their whole issue is that they're advertising it on the fucking tournaments and shit like that. So if they don't show the fucking stake advertisement or whatever fucking gambling site they partner with, if they don't show the advertisement, but that site can still do fucking sports betting and they include betting on Valorant now, like the site can fucking run their own ads elsewhere, but then fucking Valorant can still get the fucking profits from partnering with them without having to advertise specifically their shit. I don't know. It feels like the
Because you gotta
partnership could
think,
be
like,
limited to
also
not include advertising. Like it's not that hard of a
their
fucking concept.
advertisement is what they're justifying this like partnership with, because they think that they're gonna be getting more people in there from
Yeah,
like
no, you can
putting
fucking
it in front of
advertise
more
the fact
eyes.
that no, you can advertise the fact that you allow Valorant betting elsewhere, but you don't need to fucking do it on my fucking tournaments, and you're still getting the fucking money from the partnership because now people are coming over because you allow betting on Valorant. So like you're still profiting. You just don't need the profit of fucking
There already
slapping your
are
brand all
people
over my
betting
shit.
on Valorant though. Like that's already happening.
Right.
So that's where it's like like you're saying like there's people who are
Let them
already
advertise as the official fucking partner if they want on other platforms. If they want to go to the UFC and fucking advertise whatever, or like whatever channel they want to go to, Sci-Fi or some adult fucking channel and advertise, I don't care. But Like,
But that's where most of the partnerships and like the money in the deals come from.
so then
It's
that means they are influencing potential.
exactly.
Like, then they're admitting
And
to
that's the
just
whole
being scummy.
fucking that's the whole shit where it's like, why is Riot trying to
Money.
act like they're taking this fucking moral high ground? When you're including gambling in any way, shape, or form, don't try to take a moral high ground.
Yeah, because I don't know. I guess if
That's
they're
the
allowed
whole
to do
point
it
he's
behind
saying.
the scenes, I feel like that would be a better thing than what they're doing. Because I just feel
I
like
don't
that's
quite understand what you're saying. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm getting it.
like if fucking Stake gets exclusive rights to allow gambling of Valorant and everybody else is doing it illegally because they don't have rights to do it. The government can fucking go after everybody doing it illegally, and Riot can fucking file lawsuits against those people, or Stake can, or whoever gets the exclusive partnership can fucking pursue that. And then you're still getting the value of being a Valorant exclusive partner, but you're just not allowed to advertise on the things that kids are watching. Because then you are technically advertising on kid content, which is kind of fucked.
But
Because
then
I will say,
why would Stake want to do that then though?
Yeah.
because they get exclusive partnership and they can fucking sue anybody else that tries to start doing that shit, and they can make lots of money suing those people, because those people are going to generate a fucking income doing it illegally, and then you fucking sue them and you take all their fucking money.
Lawsuits still cost money though, and they take time when you can just plaster your fucking logo on a jacket for a lot less money.
Well, but they can. My point is, they can do that elsewhere. It still doesn't.
You're
change.
thinking about this from somebody who has morals, humanity, and care, and you got to think about this from a soulless, purely for-profit business standpoint.
Yeah, well, we got to get away from that. This channel's not gonna be for that.
I mean, I'm just giving you like
This
what
is
they're like the
these
way
are
they're
the hills
thinking.
I'm gonna die on, Wyatt. These are the fucking. I'm gonna die on fucking morality, ethics. I'm gonna die on all those fucking hills. They can murder me on those hills, but I'm gonna fucking keep fucking ringing my choir bell.
No,
this
because I
shit-
know I'd win.
Find policy for selecting sponsorships.
But you're absolutely
I don't
right.
know. It doesn't seem
You
like
do
the
gotta,
highest
like-
bar on the earth to me. Teams
I
can
just could you be in a fucking soulless position like that? How do people do those jobs?
Absolutely, dude. Because if you're getting paid $30 million a year to just
Nah,
fucking do that, dude,
I just-
absolutely.
I can't. It's not worth it.
Oh, dude, it's worth $30 million for me plus a $10 million bonus.
Then why
Fuck
don't you go
yeah.
to college and get into one of them positions
Because I ain't doing all that fucking work.
for $30 million a year? It was worth it to you a second ago.
Yeah, if I was just in that position, it's worth
Just
it. But
to
I ain't gonna.
teleport there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do fucking 20 years of work just to enjoy that. Fuck that.
I couldn't even do it. I just think it's so fucked. How do you go to sleep at night knowing that your job is to literally figure out ways to deny more insurance claims? Like you go to work and you have
Oh,
to
that's
think
not
about
the head of a
ways.
gambling company.
No, well, that's a different thing. But even that, like even them, it's like, yeah, you have to think of ways to be predatory towards children. How do I start influencing the youth when they're 8? So by the time that they're 21 and old enough to gamble, they're gonna gamble on my shit. That's fucking crazy that you're thinking about influencing 8-year-olds.
I'm not influencing them. I'm just putting my logo out there. If they gamble, that's on them. That's on their parents too, man. You gotta teach your kids not to fucking gamble.
Is that
I
how
mean,
you're
that's
gonna
how
sleep at
everybody
night?
justifies it. It's just. It's
I mean,
not
in all
my
honesty,
fault.
that is kind of how it is, though. Like, it is on the parents to be like, hey, dipshit, if you do this, it's not gonna end well. Like, you can have fun
Well,
and do
and,
it,
like,
but
that's
don't
just, like,
go
But that's such a
kinda goes
fucked
back-
view to go because we know so many parents are fucked. So think about how many parents, like we had that and we were blessed, but think about how many parents don't tell their kids that, and think about how many kids watch their fucking parents sink all their life savings into gambling. If my dad was on
that ain't
stake,
my
I would have
parents.
smacked this shit upside the head. Been like, hey, dickhead, you're fucking sinking all the life. You bet the house on stake.com? Fuck's
That ain't
wrong
my
with you?
choice.
That's a crazy way. I don't know, bro. That's like a crazy way to. I don't know. I can't cope with that.
Me, they're them. They make their own choices. We all got freedom and free will in this country.
I mean,
Do with it as you please.
ultimately, I do cope with that because I don't go out there protesting this shit. But like, I don't know, bro. I just think it's crazy.
Everybody's
Crazy.
got
Be held to this
a
though by
Y in the
riots
road, and
by
you gotta
fans.
make a choice.
Yeah,
eventually.
there is like a weird thing because like when I was watching that financial audit show, like this dude was a foster kid, and it's like I feel for that part of him because he said he was just dropped off in Texas, no documents, no nothing. But then there's like another part where he's like fucking pushing 40, and this dude doesn't cook because he's afraid to burn the house down. And he said that he tried to make ramen and the water evaporated and almost lit the house on fire. And I'm like, dude,
That's
on
just
him.
him starting it and then leaving it. Like,
yeah, and that's what the dude Kayla was saying. He's like, yeah, just fucking stand there and watch it. Like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, because he's like trying to, and it's like there is like a certain part where some people just want to be victims for their whole fucking life. It's like
Mark.
I get like in your early teenage years being like, oh, I fucking hate my parents. I want to get out. I want to be independent and shit. But there's like a certain
Absolutely.
point in life where you just got to be like, okay, I'm not like a victim of everything. Like, yeah, I had these certain cards dealt to me, and I'm just gonna have to find a way to fucking push on forward. I don't get like, I don't know, bro. It's like that dude. Why you missed this? But there was a time when Ross and I used to play. We found this fucking weird dude online. I don't remember how I fucking found him, but this dude would literally. He said he stayed home and got disability, and he didn't work because he said he had schizophrenia. But then when we asked him to like, we were just curious about it. We weren't even trying to be dicks. We just asked him like, what's that like? Like, what's it like living with that? He described something totally different. It was just like
he
stress.
said like, no, he said that like he would get really angry at his dad or something.
Yeah, but it was just like stress and anger management issues. But it wasn't like schizophrenia, hearing voices in your head. Like Kaylee's one cousin, great cousin, or whatever the fuck, has fucking schizophrenia, and you see her talking to herself and the fucking voices and shit. And she's like a fucking
Pretty
legit.
sure you'll probably know for sure, but like I'm pretty sure like a big sign of schizophrenia, I think it is like you don't have any fluctuation in your voice. Like it's
Yeah,
pretty
she's
like the same
Susan's
tone,
monotone as fuck. Yeah. Susan's monotone, but she like also will sit in like a corner and just like talk to herself, and then like she'll be walking past you, and she'll like be carrying a conversation with herself, and like you can see her, but she's not really speaking out loud, but you can see that she's like speaking English to herself. But then like she'll just turn out of nowhere and just start talking to you, and it kind of creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie, because she also has like this weird like kind of lost soul stare in her, where she like I don't know, but I think hers is because of drugs, bro, and that's what made me like when I met her, I was like, oh, I better quit fucking around with acid, because I
Yeah.
don't know, bro. I feel like I don't know. That's what they said. They said that she experimented with drugs when she was younger, and then because she wasn't born like that, and she didn't have it. And her other sister's like normal as fuck and fully functional. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I feel for her. It's like I don't know.
So you can see why they want to do
Being trapped in your own mind seems like a crazy thing. I've had times of that, but never like a permanent. Like I could always come out of it at least.
this. You know, it's kind of like a PR incentive thing.
Yeah.
And it's all designed to keep bad actors out of things. And of course, money is going to be trickled down, just like how many gambling policies work.
That's
the Riot
correct.
say that they'll take a portion of the revenue, and they say they'll invest that in tier 2 esports programs. So the implication basically
about that?
is that these sponsors will become
Wow.
preferred betting partners, and in theory, that's safe.
See, that's literally what I said. Do that same exact shit, but don't advertise.
Unregulated bookies, and that basically money from all of this is going to go into like the more grassroots side of esports. So really, dear gamer, all of this gambling is in fact good for you. Brackets, it's going to make all of us a shitload of money. But here's the thing.
Yes.
With how Riot are doing this, they are absolutely being
Woke gambling.
cowardly, right? Because they've not fully committed to this.
They
If
haven't.
Riot had have simply said, look, we want sport betting in our
I'd say they start advertising nicotine, alcohol, drugs. What else? What else should they advertise? We got to get these kids hooked. I'm looking at it
OnlyFans,
from
fuck it.
yeah, OnlyFans. I'm looking at it from a corporate. Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. OnlyFans is a crazy one.
Well, no, you're not, because then you have lawsuits to deal with all of that, and that takes time and money.
Yeah, because then you're gonna have like, yeah, you can't risk OnlyFans. You have to. It's like strip clubs. They have to be at least 18 to work there or whatever the fuck. Strip clubs. Isn't that crazy?
Do like
So you as a dude can't walk into a strip club until 21, but a girl can go into a strip club and work at 18. Isn't that some shit? I'm not justifying either one. I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy that it's like the whole fucking serve your country, but you can't drink.
Or league as a part of
Yep.
the financial ecosystem, then they could have said that, you know, maybe just like any other advertising thing. But instead, no, they
Do
are.
we gotta just stop protecting kids? Do we just fucking let them gamble like right out the womb? Do we not do any padded walls?
that's where like we can't, right?
Think
Like,
about, oh, dude, I don't know. Because then there's also those little fucking, you hear about the perfect parents and he was a fucking all A student, but then he gets into mom's purse and he doesn't realize what $200,000 is and he bought it.
there is no such
bunch
thing
of
as a perfect
Diablo.
kid.
Diablo skins. No, and there's no such thing as a perfect home. I'm just saying, like, to counter the point of like, oh, it's all in the parents. It's like that whole thing of you can also you can be one of the best parents ever, but your kid can still turn out to be a shithead. They're still a fucking individual.
Yeah, it's just choices.
Yeah. So then do we just fucking give them gambling out the womb? Do we just fucking stick a vape pen in their mouth as soon as they can fucking
Instead of a
breathe?
binky.
Yeah, fuck a binky, dude. Honestly,
Chill out, bitch.
fucking
Puff on
fuck a
this.
binky. Put some fucking THC in that bitch. Knock that boy out. He won't be crying as much. Honestly, I think we're solving problems here. Give kids drugs.
hedging their bets. You see, they still insist that gambling is
Well, they did that because they're afraid of the pushback. They don't know what the sentiment and the feedback from their player base is going to be for this. And so they left themselves a back door in case, or like an exit strategy in case this had a really big backlash. But it didn't have a big backlash, so they're probably going to full commit on it. That's what happened.
bad, right? I mean, otherwise,
So
why
when I launch Riot, am I gonna get some gambling bullshit? I don't see anything about gambling. Not yet, I don't. Imagine you open Valorant and you do have some gambling shit. Wouldn't that be crazy? They're like, place your bets here.
sure that it's
Yeah, checking
not
if the pushback would outweigh the
wonder-
potential gains. Yes, of
Like when there's a tournament going.
course.
not officially connected. And even after
And there's a tournament going, what?
If there will be something like that.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna have it on. Well, oh, you mean in game? That's what I wonder. That's what I wonder. If there's gonna be a external link that you can click on.
Probably not, right?
I feel like that would be where they fucking take it too far. I guess advertise if you want to, but
vetting, well, just take a look
I
at
better
this.
not see it on the fucking launcher, and I better not see it in game.
Riot-owned broadcast and social channels have got to stay betting free. That means no ad.
Wait, what does this mean? No ads, no sponsored segments. Okay.
free. That means no ads, it means no sponsored segments from betting partners, and it means no betting partner logos on team jerseys. So that's quite funny when you think about it. It is putting the pressure on everyone else. Official streams,
Yep.
absolutely no gambling. So who's going to get stuck with it? Well, I think the answer is fairly obvious. And we know that
The
it's the
teams.
team owners
Yeah.
who really, really wanted this. So they're going to have to figure out where to put their contractually obligated sponsor content. And almost certainly that means pressure on players.
That's
Or
right. Players are going to have to promote these gambling sponsorships a lot. And again,
Which that's
I don't
what they
feel
did
bad
in
for them.
CS a bunch. but
Like what? Do ads for them?
well, literally, like there was
At all.
like I'm pretty sure at one point there was teams sponsored by Tinder and shit.
What the fuck?
Nobody is entitled to making a living playing League of Legends. If your business model is not financially viable, you have to do something different.
That is true.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Doing things like event co-streams. And those are actually not small numbers. As an example, co-casters of the 2024
They're
World
already targeting teens? Well, yeah, of course. It's best to target kids because kids are stupid, number one. Number two, if you get kids into the practice of gambling early, then by the time that they're adults, then you can fully take advantage of them and farm them for as much money as possible. It's kind of like there's a like a chicken farm or like a cattle farm. Like you don't kill the cattle whenever they're fucking calves. You wait for them to get into cows, you milk them for a while, and then you kill them. Like that's how it works. Yeah, they grow into the market. Yes, that's you literally farm them. Yeah, of course.
made up 87
His fucking
Deadpan,
analogies,
just,
bro. I
like,
mean, he ain't wrong.
Yeah.
He ain't wrong, but fuck.
It's just the way he describes certain situations is just fucking like. Well,
That's
damn,
why
dude.
gambling.
Well, shit. Dude.
That's why they keep trying to push gambling to the youngest audience possible. Because that is the audience that will have the least barriers in their mind against it.
500,000 hours,
I just
which is
like, weren't we all taught in school that, like, I don't know, bro. I guess I took stat class, so I guess I know. I just know that this shit's set up to make you lose. I don't know, dude.
45% of all event streams.
I
So
don't
that's actually
Wow.
huge. Now, teams are going to have to walk quite the
Wowee.
tightrope here. Basically, they've got to navigate platform policies and
Because
local
on one hand, I'm like, it's predatory, and then on the other hand, I'm like, it can't work. It doesn't work on me. But I don't know. I gamble, I guess.
laws. And as they do all of
But
that,
I also- I
Riot
don't know,
will
I
be
don't expect to
raking in
win.
cash for permitting this. So the
Yeah, they
takeaway
will. But when kids realize how bad gambling screws you up from an early age, they might stay away from it in adulthood. That's what happened to me whenever I lost everything multiple times when staking on RuneScape. Yeah, you're definitely right. But do you really think that these companies haven't done research on this? Yeah, I mean, like, grooming works in every single other circumstance, but you think that for some reason gambling, it's not going to work? Really? Did it work for cigarettes? Yeah, it did. That's why they had to outlaw flavored cigarettes, because they were marketed towards children. Yeah, it did.
is quite a funny one. Riot Games thinks that betting ads are okay, but only if they're from chosen partners, and they don't think they're okay if they've got to advertise it themselves.
Yes.
Say, by a team
That's the
having a
part that's
logo
so
on a jersey.
fucking stupid. They're literally saying, yeah, you guys can. Well, we're gonna take this gambling money and this betting money, but we're not gonna take any of the risk. We're gonna have only the teams take the risk. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's what's weird, huh? Yeah, because then if it fails for them, then who gives a shit? They can shut down, but we can keep our doors open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are the players saying about it?
I'm not too sure.
They're not allowed to speak.
Pull
on
up,
it,
maybe,
probably.
because I'm curious. Pull up the, like, Valorant competitive, Reddit. See if they're talking about it at all. You're not even on it, are you?
Oh no, Valorant competitive.
Oh, wait. Never mind, you're good. Keep going, Billy. doesn't really seem like there's like
What?
pull up
What?
like
Wait. So he's getting disqualified for saying something? I love that everybody refers to X as formerly Twitter. Like, I see that all over the place. I don't get that. Like, some people just can't let it go.
Is this like the GC like game changer, so it's like a marginalized gender player or female, whichever. I'm gonna form a GCT with 5 guys and I'm gonna dominate.
Is he saying that
Basically,
because all the teams have a chick on them at least?
no, he's saying that because most of the teams are fucking starting to have dudes on it. Basically,
Wait,
Game
what?
Changers, Game Changers is supposed like what a lot of people thought it was gonna be the females league, but in turn it's the marginalized gender league. So but at the same time, like guys aren't allowed to play in it. Like if you're just a straight up guy, I don't think you're allowed to play in it. But if you are a transgender guy,
Then you can play
you are.
in it. That's funny.
So there was a problem where a lot of it is online. So
Yeah.
there was this team with like 2 or 3 fucking AI made profiles that made it all the way to like the end of a tournament that was gonna then qualify them for a big tournament, and then in like the semi-final round they had finally realized, oh wait, these guys' information isn't checking up properly. So it's like it's all, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I gotta.
It feels like Valorant has like somewhat decided to kind of hurt their competitive scene in general with the different things that they have done.
Yeah. The fuck? Oh my god, have I been talking to myself this whole time? This is why I want you on my stream, you fuck. God damn it. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm killing myself. This whole fucking shit was pointless. I'm gonna go eat.